Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Let's listen and practice more and more for better result.
Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there was a little village nestled at the foot of a great mountain. The villagers were very poor and had little to eat, but they were happy because they were all friends and helped each other. One day, a terrible dragon came to the village and demanded that the villagers give him all of their food and treasure. The villagers were frightened, but they had no choice but to do as the dragon said. The dragon came every day to take more and more food and treasure, leaving the villagers with nothing. They were very hungry and sad. But then, a brave young boy named Jack decided that he would put an end to the dragon's tyranny. Jack set out to find the dragon's lair, deep in the mountain. He climbed the steep and treacherous path, dodging rocks and leaping over streams. Finally, he reached the dragon's cave. The dragon was fast asleep, snoring loudly. Jack crept up to the dragon and saw that it had a golden key hanging from its neck. He knew that this key must be the key to the dragon's treasure hoard. Jack reached out to grab the key, but the dragon woke up with a start. It roared and breathed fire. But Jack was quick. He snatched the key and ran out of the cave as fast as he could. Jack raced back to the village and unlocked the dragon's treasure hoard. Inside, he found piles of gold and jewels, and more food than the village had ever seen. He gave some of the treasure to the villagers, and they were overjoyed. The villagers thanked Jack for his bravery and for saving them from the dragon. They all lived happily ever after, with plenty of food and treasure to share. The dragon, who had lost its key and treasure, moved to another place. From that day on, Jack was known as the Dragon Slayer and the hero of the village. He grew up to be a wise and respected leader, and the village prospered under his leadership. He also made sure that the village shared its wealth with others in need, and they were always ready to help their neighbors. The villagers were grateful for Jack's selfless act of bravery and for the kindness he showed them and others. He taught them that with courage and determination, they could overcome any obstacle, and that true happiness comes from helping others. Part 2. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a little fox named Felix. Felix was a curious and adventurous young fox, always eager to explore his surroundings and discover new things. One day, while out for a walk, Felix stumbled upon a beautiful babbling brook. The water sparkled in the sunshine, and the sound of the flowing water was like music to Felix's ears. He sat down by the water's edge and watched the fish swimming in the clear water. As Felix sat there, he noticed something shiny at the bottom of the brook. It was a golden key. Without hesitation, Felix dove into the water and swam down to retrieve the key. When he reached the bottom, he grabbed the key and swam back to the surface. Curious about where the key might lead, Felix decided to go on a journey to find the door that the key would open. He set out on his journey, following the brook and asking all the animals he met if they knew of any doors in the forest. The first animal he met was a wise old owl. The owl looked at the key and said, "I do not know of any doors in the forest, but I do know that the key will only open a door that is meant for you." The next animal he met was a rabbit. The rabbit hopped along with Felix for a while and told him about a door deep in the forest that no one had ever been able to open. Felix thanked the rabbit and set off in the direction of the door. As he approached the door, Felix could see that it was made of solid gold and had intricate carvings all over it. He inserted the key into the lock and turned it. The door creaked open, revealing a beautiful garden full of flowers and fruit trees. In the center of the garden was a tree with a sign that read, "The Tree of Knowledge." Felix approached the tree and picked a piece of fruit from one of its branches. As soon as he ate the fruit, he knew everything there was to know about the forest and the animals that lived there. From that day on, Felix used his newfound knowledge to help the animals of the forest. He taught them how to build shelters and find food. He showed them how to protect themselves from predators and how to take care of their young. The animals of the forest were grateful to Felix, and they all lived happily ever after. And Felix, the curious and adventurous little fox, lived a long and fulfilling life, using his knowledge to help others.
Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe the channel, like, comment and share with your friends.